Hello everyone, this here is the LEGO Harry Potter 12 Grimmauld Place released last year. It comes with 1,083 pieces, and I paid $120 US for this. And it comes with 9 really good minifigures. All of those we'll take a look at later, but for right now, I want to start off with the house. I don't think that I can really talk much about this set without showing you its main action feature. So, if you hold on to these two sections over here and you push, then you can actually push the 12 Grimmauld Place back, and that is definitely a really good feature, and I'm so glad that they were able to include it so well. Now, it does kind of detract a little bit from the interior. I'll show a little bit more about that as well in a minute, but then you can also push on the 12 section back here, and those will come back out. So that action feature really does work well, and it definitely looks good. And I think that this whole exterior part looks really good. Also is good at showing kind of how dark this 12 Grimmauld Place section looks compared to 11 and 13. I think that the colors that they use and everything definitely work pretty well and everything, and I like how this is kind of this part is designed here, kind of these stairs and stuff. And I think that the whole exterior of the set is designed really well. The kind of the way that they have these kind of going over the window. Now, I do wish you could stand like a minifigure outside of these, because there's no place to really stand minifigures on that. So I guess that's just for looks. I'm not really sure why that's there. The side of the house is honestly kind of plain. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just kind of a flat look there, and then there's also this kind of street lamp there, and then I believe, yes, it's the same on the other side. It's just kind of that flat color look there. I don't think this looks good. It kind of looks like a modular building almost when you turn one of those around to its side. So that doesn't really look that good. But looking at the interior here, this is where that feature can start to be a problem, because to get this feature here to work, they have to make this part kind of be a triangle. So this whole main middle section here is all squared off, whereas this part is all a triangle, and you lose a lot of interior space when doing that. Now, is the trade-off worth it? I think different people will have different answers to that question. I personally think yes, because that is a very important feature of the set, but I thought I would definitely mention that because it is a lot of space that you're losing just to get that feature. But there are 9 rooms in here. Now, there's really only 3 big rooms. These are all just kind of little facades on the side. Looking at the bottom level here, there is this kitchen area in the middle section here, and this seats 4 minifigures. There's 4 proper chairs there. However, you could put some more on the floor and stuff if you wanted to seat even more than what LEGO gives you. There's kind of some pans over here, some cups and stuff, and then there's actually a newspaper back here as well, and there's what that newspaper looks like. It's the boy who lies, which is interesting because usually they do the boy who lives, so that's interesting there. And then looking towards the left section here, we have like a door, and I believe that is the door, yeah, that leads to the outside area there. And then there's kind of some cups on top, but not much over here. And then looking towards the right, there is a picture frame back there, and it's kind of covered up with a cloth. And I believe that's Sirius Black's mother. They covered her up with a cloth because her picture frame would scream. So there's also a desk here and a lamp, and then some bowls there. And they also kind of have this chandelier look there where these Technic pieces are. So that's nice. They at least use that to good effect there. They at least put some stuff there since they could, because those pieces do allow you to do some stuff with them there. And yeah, this middle section looks good, but the right and the left areas they just don't look that good, and that's really just because of this feature. Moving on up to the second level, we have a piano here, and there are 2 seats where you can seat a minifigure there, and then there's also a lamp right there. And then looking towards the left section here, there is like a armchair there where you can also seat a minifigure, so that definitely works there. Not much else to that section. And then what's really nice, and this is probably one of my favorite rooms in all of the 9 rooms here, is the Black Family Tree. I really like this. This is done with 2 stickers there, but the graphic design on those stickers are really nice, so definitely good job there on whoever designed those stickers. They did a really good job representing the Black Family Tree there, and I feel like that definitely works for what they're trying to represent. And there's not much else in this space here, but I mean, if you're gonna do a Black Family Tree, I honestly don't think that there needed to be much else, because it would cover up these good stickers here. And in the room, I believe in the movies, there actually isn't much else in that room anyway. So I think that area over here is pretty good. Here's the 3rd level, and I feel like compared to the other levels, this one has the least amount of stuff. In this main section here, all we really get is these 2 skeleton heads with kind of a glass case almost over it. So there's not really a whole lot going on with that middle section there. I mean, down here we at least got like a piano, which kind of filled up that space there. There's not much filling up this space here. Now there are some picture frames and stuff kind of on the walls there. Those are both done with stickers there. But again, just not much going on here. And then you can pose minifigures kind of around the floor, which is good at least. But yeah, not a whole lot going on with that middle section there. And then both on the left and right sides, those are kind of like identical. They're just 2 beds, and then this one has a Gryffindor banner over there, and this one has like a picture frame, I believe. I'm not for sure what that's supposed to represent there, but then there's 2 beds as well, and you can put a minifigure in both of those beds and stuff, and that definitely works well. But there's just not a whole lot going on with these side sections, and unfortunately on this level here, there's not much going on with the main like center section here, which is unfortunate. And then over to the left here, there are actually some tan colored bats, which are really nice. I really like those pieces a lot. There haven't been many tan colored bats that I've ever seen in LEGO before, so that's very nice. And then there are at least some spots here we can pose minifigures around and stuff. But yeah, out of the 3 levels, this one is definitely the most disappointing. Now, there's not really much going on with it, but I thought I'd show the roof section here really quick. These 2 things, I believe, are supposed to represent chimneys there, and I'm not really sure what this is supposed to represent. It looks like some kind of like electrical thing, but yeah, I'm not really sure what that's supposed to represent there. And you can, place minifigures, obviously, around on the roof here. There's plenty of studs to do that. Actually, this part is tiled off here, but everything else has studs on it and everything. But yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on with the roof here. I just thought I'd show it really quick. I feel like this overall represents 12 Grimmauld Place pretty well, but there is just not enough interior space here at all. There's just not enough really going on. I feel like they got the exterior really, really good. I feel like that part was done really well. I love this feature here. This was designed really well, but I think that the interior part needed a lot more thought put into it, for sure. I think that there's just not enough stuff going on with the interior here to really feel like a complete 12 Grimmauld Place. Here are 4 of the minifigures that are included in this set, and I feel like all of these work for the character that they're trying to represent. Now, Harry is definitely the most simplistic, but I feel like he still definitely works there. Sirius looks really nice. I definitely like that green torso there and stuff. I think that definitely works. Kingsley is a really good minifigure. I like that minifigure a lot. And then Tonks is definitely, I would say, the best one. Her print there is really nice there and definitely represents that character pretty well. And she actually comes with a red hairpiece because she can change her hair color. So that's what that looks like there. And then all of these minifigures, these ones here are actually not serious, but these 3 that come with brooms, they use the new style broom piece there. And I honestly don't really have a preference whether I like the newer or the old one better. I think that the newer one definitely works for scenarios where you want to put something in the middle. So I think that definitely works there. And I also like how you can have 2 different colors there as well. That definitely works. And then all of the prints on the back look nice. And then those are what those alternate faces look like. Kingsley does not have one because, you would be able to see it there. And then I feel like Tonks definitely really works there because she can turn her face into like a pig there is what that's supposed to represent. And yeah, I feel like that face definitely works. here are the other 5 minifigures that are included in this set, and I feel like these also work for their character. Molly there is a little bit, the outfit there is a little interesting. I do believe she wears this in like one scene, but it's a pretty quick scene. So I'm surprised they chose this as the main outfit, but I do think that the printing works there. Fred and George use the same torso piece there. I feel like Ron, he's definitely the most simplistic of these minifigures here. He's pretty simple there, his print, but I think that it works. The standout minifigures, definitely Creature here, and I would say he's the standout minifigure of the entire set. He was definitely the one I was most anticipated to get there. I feel like that definitely works, and especially too, pairing him up next to Dobby is really interesting because they're the complete opposites of characters, but they look so similar. And I think that torso works there. That definitely works there, and then the head printing works as well. And then there's also Crookshanks, which is Hermione's cat. That's also included in this set. I don't believe it's that orange in the films, but I guess that was the best color Lego had. I feel like tan, honestly, might have worked better for that character than the bright orange there. And then removing the hair pieces on the minifigures there, the alternate faces. And yeah, I feel like all of those alternate faces work well, and the prints on the back just continue. Basically just the prints on the front there. I feel like of the alternate prints there, yeah, these all definitely work for sure. And yeah, these are all pretty good minifigures here. This set retails for £115 UK, $120, and €130 for some reason. I'm not sure why the euro price is so high, but I do feel like that is too much for this set. It does come with 1,083 pieces, so I personally would like to see this at about $100. Now, I know that may be a little bit too unreasonable to ask. This set was released last year, but I know that may be kind of, unreasonable to ask for a set of this size. So I'd like to kind of meet in the middle, and say about 110 would be where I'd want to see this. Even at that price, I might still be saying it's a little too much. But this isn't like a lot of 2020, new like 2023 and last year 2022 sets. It's not completely overpriced. It's not to the point where it's kind of silly. Like, I can still understand where they arrived at that price, but I do think it's too much. And I think if you can find this at a discount, that would definitely be a lot better than paying full retail price for this. Because I definitely don't think this one honestly is worth the full retail price, especially just given how little interior you get with this set. A lot of the other, Harry Potter sets that are over $100, you get a lot of good interior stuff. This one you just don't at all. You don't get much interior space, so you're really paying for a good exterior. You're not really paying for a good interior, and you're also paying to have this cool feature there. So it looks like that piece came off there, but it's just you're not paying to have a good interior at all, really. You're paying to have a good exterior and a good mechanism, and an interior that's definitely an interior, but not a whole lot going on with it. So I feel like the minifigures are also really good. So if you really just want this set for the minifigures, try to find those either through eBay or try to get them on Bricklink, or get some of the pieces that maybe you want from those minifigures on Lego's Pick-a-Brick service. I wouldn't recommend getting this whole set just for those 9 minifigures, or just for, a couple minifigures in this set. So yeah, I personally don't feel like this one's worth the $120. It's not ridiculously overpriced. I understand where they arrived at the price, but I definitely don't think it's really honestly worth that price. I also forgot to show this too. This is like an extendable earpiece, and you can put this on one of the wands, and if you can just kind of stand on the top level and let that hang down. So yeah, I forgot to show what that looked like there. But yeah, overall, if you can find this on a discount, I'd recommend it. If you can't, I would say to wait until you can find it on discount, unless you just really, really like what you see. So that will do it for this review, and I will see you on the next one.